Hey everybody, hope you're all good. As promised in my last video a few days ago, I said I would be back to show off the figure that Sparks Tron sent me. And it is, of course, if you follow us both, which many of you do, you'll know it is Papa Lazarou from the League of Gentlemen. And what a truly awesome figure this is. The detail, the time and effort that's gone into making this so show accurate. It looks fantastic and I truly am overjoyed with it, buddy. And I just want to quickly mention the last video I put up a few days ago when I received this, and I was like totally overjoyed, and I sort of made an impromptu video just sort of showing a bit of love and appreciation for the hobby and the people in it. And I just want to say what a fantastic response that video got, and of course I massively appreciate that. I even had some people message me privately saying how much they enjoyed the video and related to what I said. So I mean, that's awesome. And I guess the video, because it was raw, sort of unscripted, it went over well, and obviously that's awesome. But getting back to this guy, start at the boots or the shoes, perfect for the character. So are the trousers, a bit grimy, sort of a little bit weathered, and of course the vest, the perfectly accurate shirt, and the washers around the necklace, the sculpt, I don't know what, I think it was a DID sculpt originally. And just see if I can zoom in on that paint, and the yellowy teeth and those creepy eyes with the open mouth. The bandana's obviously been made from scratch. The hair on this, I know you've reworked the hair a couple of times, and I think the hair on this is awesome, and I don't plan on, I know you mentioned, oh, you could maybe trim it a bit. Nah, I'm not going to mess with it at all, mate. I love it. And the hat, I believe it's the Winston Churchill top hat. It just looks fantastic. Right down to the Mandarin hands with all the rings for all his wives, and the custom pegs. Truly wonderful piece of art, made by one man and his dog for another, and I really appreciate it. So without further ado, and this ain't even my brand, by the way, but it's the only lag I've got in, so cheers to you, Tron. And to everybody else who's viewing this and viewed my last video and any of my others, like I say, you know how much I appreciate it. And I will say as well, it even included a spare vest. And what's really funny is he put it in this bag. Shed loads of these bags at home. My dad gets them from somewhere, so you and my dad obviously go to the same shop. And he did include, which was so nice of him, and I can tell he worked hard on this, almost as hard as he worked on the figure, this sort of handmade, hand-drawn COA. And you can see the time and effort that's gone into this, guys. I mean, I know the figure is one thing, but look at this. I mean, he's used a pen, some lime paper, he's even folded it. I mean, it looks fantastic, that, mate. And I'm so pleased that you included that COA with it. So it says on the top, is that Dave? It is your COA, Papa Lazarou, 1 of 1. And joking aside, it is a 1 of 1. There is no others like this. There was one other that got made, and I didn't know Tron at this time. And I saw it on eBay years ago. And the guy who saw this, he made it off the back of Tron's video when he gave him the recipe. And it wasn't nowhere near sort of the level that this is. And I saw it on eBay and I wanted it, but at the time I was broke. And I I give my wife a nudge because Christmas were coming up, and she knows what a fan I am of the show and the character. And I says, oh look, you know, hit him up, see if he'll do you a deal. And I thought for sure that she'd bought me him, and he was he was going to be coming my way on Christmas morning. However, Christmas morning, it came and went, and no Papa Lazarou. What she didn't tell me was the guy wouldn't budge on the price, and it was just slightly outside of our price range at the time, and I never ended up getting it. And she's kicked herself for years since, and so have I, because I was like, why didn't I just pull the trigger on it? And like, all right, I might have been a bit out of pocket, but it was the only one I'd ever seen, and I was gutted. And she always used to wind me up, my wife, even to the day before I got this, saying I still have the other one, you know, it's in cupboard upstairs. She made out she was saving it for my birthday, and then for next Christmas. And I've been waiting, and before I finally did this deal with Tron for this, I was like, look, if you've got that figure, give me it now, because I'm gonna get another one here. And she was just kidding, but it's been sort of a long-standing joke between me and my wife for a number of years. So to finally have this guy in the collection, and as you know, I'm a huge fan of the show. I have some other memorabilia and autographs from the show. I love it. Even been to see him live, so it means a lot, mate. So yes, this is Papa Lazarou 1 of 1 by Sparks Tron. Enjoy, mate. Want to buy some pegs? No, I don't want to buy any pegs, because I love the pegs that he comes with, mate, and I don't want to swap them or buy any more. I love the ones I've got. So without further ado, I'm going to wrap things up, and massive love to Tron for sending this. You know, I know it was hard to part with in the end, and I've seen from the first video he put up when he made this like 3-4 years ago, how sort of rough it looked back then, and then he sort of upgraded the hat and the costume a little bit and the washers, and then he did a recent video where he'd update the hair and the bandana, and then I have it here in person, and it just looks even better. So I've sort of watched this figure evolve into what it is now in front of me, and I just want to say this figure, it ain't going in a man cave, in my toy room or anything like that. It's not going to be boxed up and put away. It's going in my living room. This is going to be top shelf in a detolf in my living room, the room that I spend the most time in. I'm going to see every day and appreciate every day, mate, and I just want you to know that. So once again, thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for supporting my channel, for supporting me. Thank you for all the love that you gave my last video, and special thanks to Tron for coming good and finally giving me my Papa Lazarou to go with my collection. And cheers to all of you for viewing this. And if you do, like I said, we spoke about it, there's no reason why we can't do what our mates over in the States do. You know, all meet up, have a few beers, talk toys, maybe go to a Comic-Con, whatever. You know, there's quite a few people that have said since the last video that they'd like to do that. Let's do it, let's make it happen. Okay guys, stay tuned for more videos coming soon. See you in a bit guys, bye bye.